talk about the fact that Sarah thinks anybody over 40 is old.
Yes,
we are live.
We are not going to.
We're not gonna make a comment about how Sarah thinks that anybody over 40 is old.
Glad she's sitting over there.
I know,
Me
because
too.
you have heard her. Welcome.
Apparently the old folks are in this corner.
Right.
Yes. Welcome to the Barre Beat Podcast, live from ASB Financial Studios and Fly in the Wall Productions. In-house tonight, we have Raylene and the Tracie Lewis from the Barre Partnership. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
And
Good evening.
we also have Sarah Hellman with us. Good evening, Sarah, who says that people that are over 40
I
are
did not
old.
say that.
We heard it.
Because I am old and I'm not even 40 yet.
We all heard that you said.
You interpreted what I said.
Oh, no, I didn't. I heard
Yes.
it. We weren't live, but I heard it. And ladies, you agree with me?
I
said
agree.
it.
I agree.
Yeah, you're going to all gang up on me. I get
Yes.
it. I get it.
How old are you, Sarah?
1 year less than 40.
1 year. Gee, 1 year less than 40. What could that be?
Correct.
I do not know math.
Yeah. That means she's holding.
She's
at a holding pattern.
She's
Yeah.
at a holding pattern.
Right.
It all goes downhill from 40. I'll just tell you that.
I just
It
celebrated.
actually starts going downhill at 30.
I just celebrated the 10th anniversary of my 29th birthday.
Yeah.
The 10th anniversary of your 29th birthday. Wow. You're like pretty young. I didn't realize you were that young. I thought you were like 50 something. Well, that's kind of surprising. Interesting.
How old did you think I was, Michael?
Tracie? What? So I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Tracie qualified for the Young Athena's Awards.
I wish.
Literally did.
You did.
I did. I think 1 year I submitted. Did I submit your name for the Young Athena?
Yeah.
And they were like,
This year, I think. You told me.
Yes, that's right. Because
you had to call me and ask.
Yes. I submitted. I knew how old you were because we had this conversation 2 years ago or something like that. And I sent your name in for the older Athena Awards this year. And Tanya, she calls me up and she's like, so I'm wondering if maybe we could submit Tracie for the Young Women's Athena Awards. And I'm like, she will kill me if I tell you this, but she doesn't qualify.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she doesn't qualify. She's 1 year older than the qualification age, which is 40.
That's a lie. But okay, sure. I'm only 1 year older than. Okay, cool.
Yeah. She likes that answer.
I know. Like, well, do you guys know the standard protocol on finding out how old a lady is?
You can't ask.
Do tell.
You have any? No? The standard rule, if they're married or dating somebody, you take the the spouse's age, I get to say spouse now, and you divide it by 2 and then add 7 years. And that's how old lady is. That's how you always, you will never go wrong if you do that.
Oh.
Because when you're in your 20s, you're
So-
like, well, I want to be older.
If my
Right.
father's 72, how old's his wife?
So if he's 72, you divide that by half. So that's 31.
36.
Oh, 70. Oh, yeah, 36. I don't know how to count. 36 plus 7, which equals 43.
42.
43.
43.
43.
Yes. We're both horrible
I
at math, apparently, tonight. Sheesh.
I
So
like my
43.
sister's
So that
idea
makes
better.
my dad a cradle robber.
Like,
No,
basically.
it doesn't work always, but sometimes it does.
Good analogy, Michael. Good analogy.
I like my sister's idea better. She says that you say you're 5 years older than you are, and then people say, damn, you look good for your age.
That's true. That is one way. The one thing though is when somebody says, when they haven't seen you for a long time, they go, wow, you haven't aged a day. Which then you're like thinking, did that mean I looked older then?
Yeah. I never looked at it that way, but
Yeah.
Yeah, just something to think about. Anyway,
All right.
so
moving
we're
right along.
moving right along. So Tracie, we've got you here.
Yes.
And you're going to give us the Barre partnership update.
Okay, so I have 8 things on my list.
8, not
8.
2.
No, I started out. No, 8. 8. All right. So first of all, first and foremost,
Can I just interrupt you one more second?
Sure.
Because Raylene posted here. She says, "How do you know how old the man is? You find that out by asking the wife."
Who posted that?
Renita.
Renita. Okay.
I was like, right.
I was going to say I haven't touched it.
Stick around, Renita. We'll be talking about you soon as well.
You're not on my list, Renita. All right. So number 1, the winter parking ban starts this evening. So no overnight parking from 1 a.m. until 6 a.m. You cannot park on the streets or in parking lots. So make note of that because the snow is coming this week, I've heard. Mm-hmm. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the Barre Partnership annual meeting is this Thursday at 6 o'clock at the Quarry. It is open to the public. We invite you to come find out what we've been up to the last year and what we plan on this coming year. It's at the Quarry. Am I just going down this list?
Yeah.
All right. Was it last week at City Council or 2 weeks ago at City Council? We applied for the downtown free parking for the Mary Berry holiday season. So City Council did grant that. Thank you very much.
You are more than welcome. It is an annual thing that we always do. And then we also pick a charity, which this year is...
The Renita Marshall Helping Hands Foundation.
Which I botched trying to say
Yes, you
multiple
did.
times.
Yes.
Like, so bad. It was rather embarrassing.
That's why I just took it over for you. So I said it.
I truly appreciate that. And I am dropping the link to her website in the chat.
Perfect.
So that people can click on it and donate there as well.
So just so you know, the from Thanksgiving to January 2nd is free parking in the downtown. There'll be stickers or labels on there saying that it's free parking. If you choose to, you can still put money in the meter, and any money that is put in the meters through the Mary Berry holiday season will be donated to the Renita Marshall Helping Hands Foundation at the beginning of the year.
So the moral of the story is, even though it's free parking, you should still put money in the meters just because it does help a local charity. And I'm really glad that it was kind of funny. We were talking about it and I made the motion for the parking, and then I was like, and we'll give the money to the Renita Marshall Foundation. Or I messed it up again.
You did.
Renita Marshall Helping Hands Foundation. And we just voted on it. There was no conversation.
Right. Quick.
Which, yes, quick.
It was great.
It was
easy.
It was
Quick and easy.
And we actually submitted Renita Marshall for the Extra Mile Day, and we had already gone through. So people can't donate through her website. So I made a mistake on that. You have to go through Facebook.com, and Renita did drop the link in there. So for those that are watching, I do apologize, but I forgot what I was going to say. Darn it.
I don't even know.
You nominated for the...
Oh, yes, the Extra Mile. So we nominated her for the Extra Mile, and we went through all the things that she's done in the last year, and it was very expansive, and she absolutely deserved the Extra Mile, and the Renita Marshall Helping Hands Foundation absolutely deserves the funds that are collected at the meters. And I know that she has already spoken to Jason Fleury about gifts for this year, and that's pretty awesome.
Did I see they were wrapping some this last weekend?
think
Was
they
that
were.
her?
Yes,
Yeah, they were
Yes.
wrapping. Yeah.
I
They
better
were
be
wrapping.
invited to a wrap party, by the way, Renita.
Renita. Oh, well, if she doesn't invite you, I surely will invite you
Yeah,
to
the gift
the
wrapping.
Christmas for Kids
Okay,
one.
cool. All right, next up on the list, we're at number 4, the Mary Berry Light Up the City project. So we launched the Mary Berry Light Up the City project. It was a Better Places grant. And in October, if we raised $5,000 from the community, we would receive a $10,000 grant from the Better Places. And we did. We raised the $5,000 in a little over 3 weeks. So
Wow.
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so we've been awarded the grant, and I've purchased the lights and the garland. And if anybody went by City Hall Park today, they would have seen some of the Barre City Fire Department putting up lights in City Hall Park. They'll be back out there tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So the lights are going up this week. And then next Friday, the 25th, I have some volunteers putting up the garland. And you want to talk about that, Michael?
The volunteers?
Yes.
Who's volunteering?
I have Michael.
Oh, who's that?
Booten.
Michael who?
Michael Booten.
Oh,
Mike.
me? Oh, I'm so excited.
Were you in drama club in high school?
Michael Deering. Do you want to act like that too? Michael Deering. Tom
Yeah.
Lozon.
That's great.
Rosemary
Rosemary.
Averill, and
her husband,
her
Charlie.
husband, Charlie. So that's who
Is
we
that it? No more city council members? We got to get them all. We need to have them all.
So they were all invited, but they were invited today. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if
what
they,
happens.
they hop on board.
Yeah, hopefully. It reminds me of a couple years ago.
Yeah, you sent me that picture.
Yeah, it was a picture. It was a picture of when Lucas, Tom, Jeffrey, and I, and a couple of the staff or a couple of the guys from DPW went out and did all the lights, and it was a. There's something about serving with your counselors on things like that really creates a relationship, and I don't know. It was
shows
pretty
the
awesome.
city
It
a
was.
good
It
relationship
was.
working too. No,
Absolutely.
and the stickers on the meter. Didn't you have volunteers for that too? Didn't
Yes,
Michael
Ted.
Deering?
So
or
Mikey,
Teddy. Yep.
Mikey and Teddy, Teddy and Michael.
Michael Deering.
Michael Deering, are going to be putting those out. I'm gonna order those stickers tomorrow. Remind myself, and they'll be putting them out maybe Wednesday. I know Teddy did it on Thanksgiving last year, so maybe after his turkey dinner, he needs to go for a walk and put those stickers on. So that's very nice that Teddy and Michael are doing that for us too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I know that when Rich and I did it, it was pretty stinking chilly, and it was early in the morning. We ended up going, and it was actually it was on Thursday, same, but it was before Thanksgiving dinner. We ended up going to Forget-Me-Not Flowers.
You went somewhere to warm up or
we
something.
went to Forget-Me-Not Flowers, and we stood in there for 15 minutes because we were freezing.
Yeah, I like
How
last
many
week's
meters
and
are
the
there?
Week before is better.
There's
Weather
quite
better.
a few meters. Quite a few meters. I don't know the actual numbers.
I would have to look at my order thing to know because I've asked Carol.
1,000, 2,000, maybe 3.
I don't think that much.
Well, I mean, they're all along Main Street, and then Merchants Row in the parking lot, and then on the other side of the street behind us.
I'm not sure.
I'll ask Carol tomorrow.
All right, and she will post it on. You will post it on your page, or.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
when Teddy goes out, we get a picture up of him doing it. I'll post
that's good.
how
There
many
you go.
things he did.
That's a cool idea.
Excellent.
So to go more into the Mary Berry Light Up the City project, so the lights are going up in City Hall Park. The garland is going up Friday. Did I say something wrong?
No, Josh is being a troll, and he asked Mike. He said, "How can Michael Deering reach the meter?"
All right, back to this.
It was not nice, Josh.
Not at all.
Go away. I mean, it was kind of funny, but it was wrong. It
Yes,
was not
very
right.
wrong.
We shame you and shun you.
All right, back to the light up
we
the
laugh
city
our butts
project.
off.
Sorry.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, so Maryberry Holiday Light Up the City event is Saturday, November 26th. We'll have horse-drawn carriage rides throughout the day. They'll be going down Main Street, probably parking at the quarry like they normally do and around the loop. So that is, I think, 11 o'clock on Saturday. And then we'll have the Maryberry Holiday Parade. If you want to be in that parade, email me, director@theberrypartnership.com, and you can be in the parade. And then immediately following the parade, we do Santa lighting up the tree. But instead of just lighting up the tree and gazebo in City Hall Park, we're lighting up the whole city. So
Really?
the lights will
Oh,
be
that's
on
gonna be awesome.
down the street. All the lights will turn on in the park. And we'll also have Barrytown Elementary School's music teacher, Allie Tarwater, and her husband, Jeremy, will be there caroling. And then we have Dougie Fresh catering, and we're going to be giving out free hot chocolate to anybody. And then they're going to have warm s'mores and maybe some brownies for sale. So
Oh,
it's going to be
goodness.
kind of a ceremony from... I'm thinking the tree lighting will probably happen around 5:45. So from 5:45 to 7 is when that whole in the park is happening. So next Saturday, November 26th,
What time's the parade start?
5:15.
Okay.
Nice.
And how much are the horse-drawn sleigh rides?
They're free to the public.
free to the public.
Free? That's
Free.
amazing.
That is.
Yes.
That is. So the thing is that you come to Barre City, shop.
Yeah.
Downtown.
We also have the Maryberry Holiday Craft Fair going on.
That's
That
what I
week.
can't wait for.
The craft fair. That is,
Is that the one that was going to leave us?
yes, that was
And
the Greater Barry Craft Guild.
How did that come back to Barre?
I took it on.
We had this conversation, Michael.
I know. I'm giving her props.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now we have 80 vendors.
Awesome.
Nice.
My goal was 75, so we have 80 and more coming in. So, we'll probably be up at 85 or 90 by next weekend. And it is free to the public, free parking. We're going to have Froggy 100.9 as a live remote there at some point on Saturday. There'll be food to purchase. Great lineup and vendors. They're all Vermont made, Vermont crafters. So they're either making it or cooking it. So I'm excited for it.
Me too. I can't wait.
Yeah. So that's happening next weekend. It's 9 to 5 on Saturday at the Barre Auditorium and 9 to 3 on Sunday.
On the 26th and 27th of
26th.
November.
Did they have a craft show last year? I can't remember.
They haven't had the craft show since 2019. That was their 39th annual. They were supposed to come back for their 40th this year. They took 2 years off due to COVID. And this year, they just said that they couldn't do it anymore. So I have taken it
For some
on.
reason, I remember there being something up there because it was not very many people attended, and I remember people wearing masks. So I don't know.
Not the craft
Maybe
fair.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of
Not
something
this
else.
craft fair, at least.
Must be
I don't
thinking
know.
of something else.
So the craft fair, anything specific you're really excited about for the craft fair?
Oh, there has been some, of course, there's some chocolate bombs that I want. I think I already have a list, what I'm going to buy from each vendor, and it's probably going to be an expensive weekend for me because I'm not jurying them per se. The past people that put the show on juried them. I've just made them send me pictures, or I've checked out their websites, and we've got some amazing, talented crafters here in Vermont, is all I have to say. I'm excited
Nice.
for it.
So I know that you got a message from Rudolph saying that Santa's going to be there, correct?
At the craft fair?
No, at the
Santa is going to be at the...
right. But
at
you got a message from Rudolph, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Rudolph. It was either Rudolph or Mrs. Claus that sent me the message.
I thought it was Rudolph.
It could have been Rudolph.
It might have been Dancer. Or Prancer. Maybe Comet or Vixen. Not a Vixen. I mean, certainly not a Vixen, but Vixen. There's a difference. So is Santa going to have a plunger for the, not like a plunger, like a plunger for the lights?
That's a good idea. Maybe I have to come up with something. Okay, good idea.
A little plunger. That'd be kind of cool.
Like the dynamite ones?
Yes, like the dynamite ones. Boom. So anyway, like I said, for Saturday, come down for the awesome dining and the shopping. Come for the parade and the lighting of the Christmas tree.
Horse-drawn
seeing
carriage
Santa, the
rides.
carriage rides, and stay for the hot chocolate and s'mores.
I'm excited for the s'mores. Also coming out next week, and I put kind of a teaser out on Facebook last week, is our Maryberry Holiday Punch Card. So getting those printed. We'll be handing them out. They'll be at different businesses. I'll be handing them out at the craft fair. So through the Maryberry holiday season, again, that's Thanksgiving to New Year's. With every $10 purchase, you can get your card punched and filled out in the back. And once you have 5 punches, you've spent $50 in the downtown. You submit your card, and we are going to be doing weekly drawings. So you could get a gift card somewhere. You could get a gift of something that I have. So we've got some great prizes, and we've got a bunch of punch cards to hand out. So we're excited for that to launch.
And it probably doesn't take long to rack up 5 punches if you're hanging out
if you go to
down here
Espresso,
doing your
go to Espresso, get a coffee, and the Southwest sandwich, so good. That's over 10, so I would get a punch for that. And then if you got to get an extension cord from Nelson's, that's $10, second punch. And then I need a battery for my watch. That's $10 from Wobbies. I got to stop into Brave and get some winter boots because my feet are freezing. That's $10. And then where else could I go and spend $10? Delicate. Oh yeah, get some cupcakes or
it's easy to buy
absolutely
everything in there.
Or
it's all
any
from
restaurant
diddly
you can
umptious.
go to if you're
His-
going for lunch or breakfast or dinner.
Yeah.
Peanut butter brownies are the bomb.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're very good.
So I could probably spend that $50 in one day.
Yeah.
And then get a gift card, be put into a weekly drawing for a gift card.
So do we have a punch down here? If somebody wants to buy a hat.
I mean, you can.
Well, we could.
yeah.
See?
If
Of
they
course
come
I mean,
in,
you sell them.
Of course, nobody's here on Saturdays. So
it doesn't have to just be Saturday. It's anytime through the holidays. They could come in.
Oh, see, there you go.
Right.
I completely missed that.
I know.
That was pretty
That's
bad.
why I'm here.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
And
it.
if you put them for sale and you put them on the site for sale, and we'll just say we'll meet people here on a certain day and time, and
That is true. I only have like 2 hats left.
well, you could probably get some.
I don't good.
Okay.
Should have to get 2 hats. Some more hats. Anyway,
We're on to December. The holiday house decorating contest is coming back.
what an amazing idea. You're so great, Tracy. I was thinking about, I will say that,
Just so you all know, this was Michael's idea several years ago.
Was it though?
Yes.
Like, I feel like you may have already thought about it and I was just poking.
No, I'm pretty sure it was you. Or maybe I was thinking about it and then you're like, make it happen.
Well, there are so many people that do it and do such a really good job.
And we've kind of, what is this, our third or fourth?
You
Yeah.
It's our
map it
fourth.
out.
2019, 20, 21. This is our 4th year.
So I'll have to send you some money.
Yep. Definitely. I need your money.
Okay, tell me what this is. What?
I'm sorry.
Holiday house decorating contest. So if you live anywhere in Barre, East Barre, South Barre,
Birdtown.
Barre
Barre City, Barre Town, Graniteville, Websterville, all of that. Anywhere there. You can decorate your house during the holidays. You have to submit pictures. Some people submit videos because they have music playing with their lights. And we put them up to, did city council, or we put it online? Sometimes city council picks the winner, and then sometimes we have like an online pick your favorite.
I think the city council picks the winner for like the storefronts. We've done that in the past. But I think that is done by online voting.
Yeah. And so this will be our 4th year. The first year we gave 1 prize or 2 prizes. And I feel like that Nelson Street property has won, I think 3 years. But last year we added in we had the Martha Stewart or Clark Griswold categories. Right. So we had 2 different, and I can't remember who the Clark Griswold
I
house
don't remember
was.
either.
It was probably the one on West Street.
No.
There was
No,
one.
it actually
it
wasn't, even though theirs is phenomenal. They did win something
Yeah, they did.
at some point.
When I was a senior in high school, there was a kid, his dad's house was on the corner of Woodland and Hill, and his last name was Griswold, and he literally lit up his entire house.
That's awesome.
It was phenomenal.
So yes, that will go out early December. I think I try to do it like the 3rd or 4th, whatever that first Monday is. It'll go out, and that's when the contest starts. I don't usually get all the submissions until the very last moment, and then I try to get a map out by the 23rd, so that people can go out and drive around and check out the lights. And of course, now they're going to have the downtown lights down in City Hall Park and Main Street, and then we're going to try to give the businesses a little push and tell them they have to do it too. So all of Barre will be lit up.
Last year,
Yeah,
I think
that's
year,
awesome.
did you come last year asking if city council wanted to be involved in that? I feel like you did, and
So?
I think I fronted the money on that too.
I think so.
Yeah. So you should come. You should stop by sometime and be like, "Hey, do you guys want to partner with
going
this?"
to City Council on December 6th. So I will talk about it then.
Nice. All right. Well, in that case, we'll wait for that. And
All
then
right. Perfect.
hopefully, we'll join in as city council.
Perfect. And then my one and final thing is that if you don't follow the Barre Partnership on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you do. So all kinds of weekly events are happening throughout the holidays. We'll have the Downtown Elf Contest, but I know that different businesses are going to have Santa visiting at one point or another. And then I know there's some cookie decorating or cookie making classes for the holidays, and Yipes is doing their Girls' Day where you can make different things. So if you follow the Barre Partnership page, we're going to do weekly posts that tells you what's happening during Mary Barre holiday season this coming weekend. So it'll keep everybody up to date with what they can go and do around here in Barre.
And that's facebook.com/The Barre Partnership, right?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I
correct.
think
Whatever you say, Michael.
I'll have to go there and fix that. I'll drop the link to the Barre Partnership in here.
I'm pretty
So
sure it is
that's-
the Barre Partnership.
I'm pretty sure.
It
Yeah, it is the Barre Partnership. Facebook.com/The Barre Partnership.
And
Is Krampus coming this year? Could we
one last thing.
invite him?
I am
No.
so close to 5,000 followers on the partnership page. I think last I looked, we're 28 away.
28 away, folks.
So
you
invite
on
your
there and
friends.
like it.
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends.
to
I'd love
like
to give
the
you,
Barre
like, a little-
Partnership.
Gift card if I knew you invited 28 people.
Yeah.
And they accept
Invite
it.
your friends.
So yeah, get the word out about the partnership. So because we try to get out the word for all kinds of things happening around here.
Nice. Well, thank you, Tracie.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Anything else?
No, there's nothing more on my list. And
Nothing more on your list?
Nothing more that I can think of.
Well, we absolutely appreciate you coming into the Barry Beat, and now we'll let you go home and go to sleep because I know you get up early for the
Actually,
partnership.
you know, like I don't have pajama pants on today, so the last couple times I've come in like
Ready
I
for
didn't
bed?
tell
Almost.
anybody. I didn't tell
I know.
anybody that.
She was ready.
almost like I look kind of business-like, but then I definitely had pajama pants. 'Cause
People
this is
did that for
late
2
me.
years working remotely.
Us old people go to bed early.
My bedtime's at 9:15,
It's the time my phone goes to sleep.
and my phone turns off notifications at 8:45.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Well, you're
Thanks
welcome.
for coming.
It's called the wind down time.
The wind down
Yeah, the
time.
wind
Time to
Yeah.
wind down.
Well, thank you for coming, Tracy, and we'll let you go in peace
All right, thank you.
so you can go to sleep.
Yes, and keep us posted.
All right,
Yes.
thank you.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Good night.
Do you know the origin of that?
No, I don't. Please tell us.
So sleep tight. So before they had like actual mattresses, their mattresses were made of hay, and they used the baling twine to keep it all together.
Thanks.
And so sleep tight. Make sure your baling hay, your hay is nice and tight. And then of course because it was hay, they had a lot of bed bug issues or just bugs in general. So sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. It's from like primitive times.
Note to self. No.
No, it rocks.
Ooh.
I thought that would be a nice segue. To,
That is a nice segue. It gave Raylene enough time to swap out because she was in the back there. It made her look really small.
Gave me
and
time
blurry.
to move around.
Yes, give you some time.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just feel like that light is like,
Really bright.
yes.
It is kind of bright. But
I guess I'm used to
You know.
being in here during the daytime
true.
with all the sunlight behind me, and I think so I don't notice it.
So this is the first time you've been on the Barry Beat, besides the one time with Rich, right? Because
Yeah,
you were
I
on,
think so.
You interviewed Rich.
Right.
Well, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Well, I'm happy to be here with you and Sarah.
So we brought Raylene on so that she can give us updates or things that are going on. She can give us little tidbits of things. Do you have anything tonight?
Oh my
Tidbits?
gosh. You mean of like different things in the community?
Yeah.
Well, here in the studio, or if you step up onto I call it the stoop at 185 North Main Street in Barre, where Fly on the Wall is, you'll see our bulletin board. All of the stuff happening in Barre is always posted on our bulletin board. So I try to put up all the different posters, the different events, everything. And then I have started pinning to the top of the page as well. And we can do that for Barry Beat also, the posters of each different event. And pretty much everything that I have listed now is everything that Tracie just explained to us, with the exception of stuff that happens at Washington County Mental Health Outback. They're doing really great things. My Family Gathering Place is what it's called. They meet the third Thursday of every month, and it's all teaching parents how to maneuver through special education plans for children, IEPs, 504s, all of that stuff. And they have daycare there. They serve pizza for dinner, Mr. Z's Pizza. And it's just a relaxed, supportive environment for parents to learn about all of that stuff. So right now we have that going on.
Where does that take place? 23 Summer?
Right out back on Summer Street, yes. And the kids can hang out in the snoozlin room and while the parents meet. And I believe the ages for the daycare are 3 to 11. I'd have to double check that, but I believe that the ages are from 3 to 11 of the kids that they can watch during that meeting. So, yeah, that's going on. Like I said, everything that Tracie just ran down, we have posted. I try to get all of that out there as much as I can. Always stuff going on over at Gusto's. Several people around the community are also involved in the Pack the Pantry truck as well. And I know that one of the drop-off locations is Preston's Kia in Berlin or Montpelier. And they are actually going to give away a $250 Visa card to somebody. Ooh. So they're really trying to, when you drop off non-perishables, you get to sign up for this prize just for dropping stuff off. So, we have that going on. And basically just keep watch because, as Tracie said, a lot of things are coming up. A lot of different businesses are doing different things, some of which I'm not allowed to say yet because they have not announced yet and don't want to until Thanksgiving. There are actually people that want us to get by Thanksgiving before we start talking about Christmas. But, all kinds of stuff. And definitely always check out the bulletin board. Check out Air It Out as well as Barry B. I will start making sure that
amazing.
You have the posters for those.
I appreciate you doing that because you have access to it, right?
Yeah, I get all of that stuff.
Where's my mouse?
Yeah.
Where's my mouse? I can't find
your
my
mouse disappeared. Probably
disappeared.
your battery died.
You need a new battery.
That's going to be a problem when I have to turn off the stream.
That is probably going to be a problem. We will probably have to find you a battery. I'm going to assume that Nelson's is closed. I know the Dollar General is closed because they don't stay open anymore. So, we'll find. Don't worry, we'll find you.
Well,
a battery.
That's very interesting. So I'm not going to be able to do anything. So we'll just have to go back and forth, and I can't change the screen or anything
because you can't change your screen. Well,
it's like completely frozen. Huh, interesting.
We could, if you want, you could go check the desk in that little black box and on this corner of the desk and see if there are any. I believe AAA's.
I don't even know how to change the battery on this.
You don't.
There's a reason why, you should have wired mice. I'm just saying.
Wired mice.
Wired mice do work well for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, so you mentioned Gusto's, which is on our agenda actually.
Yes.
For liquor licenses. So they'll be getting a liquor license. 2,
I believe. And that's awesome. And so is that like an automatic, do you think? I mean, that I would assume that you guys would just say, of course, Gusto's can have their license back. I mean, they've been here for a really long time. Yeah. And definitely, let's face it, they do some pretty great things for our community.
They do. Josh Dickinson.
Yeah, and his wife Jackie.
Yep.
Yeah, they do great things, and we're very blessed to have them.
Yeah.
They're always partnering up, doing something. If I break JD's mouse, don't tell him, okay? I'm gonna say
I won't tell him.
I'm gonna say it was you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Michael broke the mouse.
Michael broke the mouse.
Yeah, I know it comes apart because.
Actually, Sarah, if you want, in my backpack, in the side, there's actually a red mouse. If you want to. Oh wait, there we go. Look at that. So I also know that we have on the agenda a discussion on the Planning Commission.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a
project that goes North Main Street to Summer Street, and it's a project that was first brought out in 2013, right? 2013.
Yep.
And it was not yet complete. So, but they're having they've applied for a grant to pay somebody to rewrite
So they're rewriting the grant, not the grant, but the plan for
project
that.
or the plan.
And it's a grant that's put through ACCD, and Janet's going to be preparing that, and we're going to be voting on that tomorrow. But more importantly, of what's happening tomorrow is the ARPA discussion. We paid like $5,000 for a consultant, so we're doing the forum.
And it's live now.
It is
as well. The forum is.
It will be. The forum is live. You can get it. I will since now the mouse
I've
is
been
working.
sharing it as
sharing?
well on Aired Out, and I know you've been sharing it on the
I've been
community
sharing,
fan page
yes.
and Barry Beat. So that's another thing that can be found.
Spoiler alert, you can fill it out more than once.
But you can fill it out. It's live. It's yeah. Check it out.
So I did drop the link for people to go to it and fill it out. This is money that is given to our community by the federal government, and you don't have the obligation, but you should be able to
Weigh in
and let us know how you want that money spent. I'm a big proponent of like infrastructure, but that's just me.
Me
it's hard to
too.
spend one-time monies for programs when you have to have money to sustain those, and if it's a certain flat amount of money, you can't sustain programs without increasing your own budget.
And that was a concern with the heating or the warming shelter for the Aldrich Library, and they're actually going to be coming to City Council again, asking for some additional money for that warming shelter
in the library.
Correct. So tomorrow it's going to be at Alumni Hall, the community forum. Make sure you show up. At 6:30 is when they start. Council meeting will start at 6 p.m., which we will also be not just doing the liquor license, but there's some other things on there as well, which is the approval of the Snowbees Snowmobile Club landowner permission form, which basically means that people will be able to drive their snowmobile through the vast trails on the cow pasture. And then, of course, ratification of the authorization for city manager to execute the Wheelock House extension with the Rotary Club. The Rotary Club currently has a closet. They call it it's the DCF closet, and they have stuff up there.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity for them to put stuff up there for folks.
Can I ask a stupid question?
You can certainly try.
Is Alumni Hall the same thing as the auditorium? No.
Yes. And no.
Right.
Well,
It's on the-
technically.
You have to go on the back
Yeah.
side though, and
So-
up the stairs. Correct.
So the auditorium. Well, actually, whatever.
yeah.
Auditorium is on the left, looking at the auditorium, and Alumni Hall is on the right. It's that building that's right next, not the BOR, but it's
between.
It's in between. It's connected by basically an elevator shaft,
Gotcha.
and that's where people go in for the accessibility area as well. And I believe that's going to be on the second floor of the Alumni Hall. So you walk in, go up the stairs, or take the elevator to the second floor, I believe. So that'll be really important for folks to show up at that. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Be there.
This is your chance to have your voice heard, folks.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things, right? People are like, well, why did they come out with river access or community, or housing out of
Because
the
the
all
people
in for
that
Barre?
showed up, that's what they wanted.
Exactly. The people that showed up, that's what they wanted. Thank you. Yes.
You can show up and you can fill out the survey.
Yep. Fill out the survey and show up, because you can.
That's what I mean.
Yep. So with that, we also have.
Do you have anything in particular that you would actually like to see done. You said infrastructure, but can you elaborate on that a little bit? I mean, if you, in a perfect world, if you got to pick one thing that you wanted to spend that money on, your Christmas wish list or something, let's call it, what would you do?
So, I would take $2.5 million and dump it into our sewer treatment plant.
Mm-hmm.
The one of the things that I find the most frustrating is, and I live in Ward 2. You know, I'm relatively close to this sewer
And you
treatment
can
plant.
smell it for a long
And
ways, a
like
lot of
once-
the time.
Right. Like once or twice a week I can smell it. But those people that are living down there in Ward 3 primarily,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they deal with it. Because when I smell it up on the hill,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's really nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And they smell it almost every single day.
Right.
And that's, if I had a magic wand, I would just dump all the money into that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quality of life issue. And quite frankly, it's an equity issue.
Mm-hmm.
People down on the north end don't, just because you live up on, the higher prissy side of the streets or whatever, where everybody and their brother makes millions of dollars or 70,000, whatever. These are people, the people that are affected are not, they're not making lots and lots of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're average workers, blue collar workers, which is what Perry's made out of. And, then you've got the I don't know, whatever. It really frustrates the hell out of me. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, then.
So,
But you would like to see that done.
yeah,
Yes.
I would really like to see that.
I
taken
would
care of.
go for that too myself. If I was down here, that would be one of the things. And if I was granted two wishes, I would say some there and some at the auditorium.
Yeah.
I would really like to see that more utilized. I mean, I know that they say the farm show outgrew the space down here, but I don't know that it's so much that they outgrew the spaces, that they have better accommodations in Burlington. And what I also know is that they didn't hold it in Burlington this year. It was canceled, and I wanted so badly for us to be able to somehow snatch that back up. And I'd just like to see it better.
I agree. I there's so many things that could be, both the auditorium and City Hall there's a lot of, they're just old buildings. They're just old. So upgrades for those would really benefit a lot of people, I think. And like Raylene said, if we can have better accommodations, we can get more people to come and use the space.
Yeah. I do know that part of some of the options were to update City Hall and the Barre Auditorium as well for ADA compliance.
Which is super important.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty important,
Yeah.
that compliance. But
Yeah. And then, of course, on Thursday night, we also have the listening session for the budget for the school. So that is definitely something that you guys want to mark your calendar for. Josh is going to post what time that is. I believe it's at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
At Spalding.
Yep, 6 o'clock at the Spalding High School Library.
Yep.
nice. And he'll put the link in there for anybody that wants to attend.
He's not probably going to put the link in there, but
You will.
I'm going to put the link for the survey. I don't have the link for the actual
School board meeting.
school board meeting, but
Okay.
you can go to the BUSD website and get that and wait
Grab it,
20
yeah.
minutes for the agenda to upload. I don't
Awful.
understand why I click on it and it just goes click, 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 click. In a little circle for like 10 minutes. It feels like it's actually like 30 seconds. But in today's society, it feels like it's 10 minutes. And then finally the agenda pops up. You can get the Google links
Patience
there.
is a virtue, dear.
It's a virtue I do not have. But yeah, I did post the link for the budget survey for people to fill out. It's a pretty simple survey. It's like one page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I looked at it. I can't do anything with it, but I looked at it. I checked it out.
You can't do anything with it?
Well, the survey, I can't. I'm not a resident of Barre City.
Oh, for which one? The ARPA funds or
Yeah, the ARPA.
You can fill it out.
But I looked at it at least.
I mean, so, and this is where I get into trouble. Like, I think, so you work in a business down here, right? This is
I
is
do
your
the
business.
majority of my shopping down
You do
here.
the majority of your shopping down here. You live in Barre Town, which I'm sorry about that.
In my mind, they're all one. It's all one. So
well, I'm like outing where you live, and I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But the fact that you're in this community, you contribute to Barre City. I mean, you can fill out that. I don't see anybody can fill it out. So the BUUSD one, though, you're in the BUUSD.
Oh yeah, that I can
Absolutely.
do for sure.
Absolutely,
Yes.
should do that.
I will.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else really. Do you have anything?
I'm trying to think too. I don't think so. I think that, that pretty much that wraps it up. I guess
Wraps it up. And Sarah, do you have anything?
Well, I just posted the link to the finance committee meeting for Thursday night.
Look at you. Good job.
Yeah, so
Thank
it's
you.
the minutes are posted on the BUUSD website. If you go to the BUUSD board, and then it lists all of the committees and select finance, and then you've got the agenda right there. So
And
again, this is a time for you guys to have your voices heard. There's I believe an 8.2% increase that's been proposed in the budget, which may pass in Barre City, but I doubt it's going to pass in Barre Town that way. So come ask questions and just get curious and see what they're spending money on. Your money.
I
on.
do have one more thing. It's Barre Merry Holidays, correct?
Merry holidays. Yeah.
I just right now, while we're sitting here, I think that we should also put a plug out to Paul White and Josh Howard and the people on the committees and on the select board in Barre Town that they could volunteer to help put up garland as well.
That is
because it is the Barre Merry Holidays.
That is very true.
You heard Tracie. The contest is Barre City, Barre Town wide, and this is where we all shop. And so, I would say, we really need to get on these people, the city council and the town, see who we can get down here to help.
Nice. Yeah.
Many
I will
hands
help
make
you
light work.
as long as I can stay on the ground, because with my situation, I don't do ladders.
No, I believe me, I don't do ladders either.
Just saying. But I'll untangle lights and help as much as I can.
All right. Well, with that, I want to say thank you to, and I did drop the link for tomorrow's city council meeting as well in the comments.
Awesome.
And I do want to say thank you to both of you for coming in, and want to say thank you to all that watched the Barre Beat podcast live from ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions, Main Street, Barre, Vermont. We hope you have a lovely evening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
Ta-ta.